we spoke about this, but who sent the hate mail to Lana?
To be honest, I think AI might take over.
How difficult is to be an influencer? Hi everyone, this is Arfaz and we are at the Payit Lounge, and as every day we get a new guest from UAE, and today we have one of the most influential social media person. We've got Lana with us. Hi Lana.
Hello, I'm very happy to join you today.
Hey, same here.
Thank you.
So good to see you.
Lovely, and it's a lovely time of the year, so we're with everyone online, saying hi to everyone, wishing them happy holidays.
Yes, thank you. So it's a holiday time, so and I think your outfit is just matching the holiday.
Exactly.
So Lana, let me ask you, you're from Abu Dhabi, yeah?
Yes.
So you are raised in Canada?
I am actually my childhood was in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi,
Yeah,
okay.
so I've been in UAE for many, many years. And in between, yes, I was studying in Canada and lived there for some time before coming back to UAE.
Okay. Welcome back. We don't want people to go to any other country. And
Honestly, we love it.
Yeah, I know. Many of my friends who go to other countries, they come back after a few years. Back to Dubai, back to UAE. That's what UAE is for everyone. Okay.
Exactly. It does mean home. It's home away from home.
Yeah.
That would be the best description.
100%.
We love it.
Yeah. So let me ask you one thing. You are a highly influential person in UAE in social media. So where was this start? Was it like the Corona time or much before that?
Oh, it was actually much before. It's now probably a good 12 to 13 years. So it is before.
Okay.
Just when I moved back from Canada and coming back with the family, so with kids, and wanting to connect with mothers, especially, not only women, mothers especially, who are at the same level of going through, challenges, having questions. You want information, you want to find new friends, connect, have the kids make new friends. So that's when I started going on social media and started the UAE Moms Group, where it's focused on women and mothers and specifically. So it's been a good 12 plus years
12
now.
plus years?
Yes.
That's amazing.
And that's when Facebook especially was famous, even before TikTok and Snap and all of that, groups and having groups online. We still have actually our group and we still do our events.
Which is very active.
Yes.
Still.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
That's so amazing. So I see that you work a lot with youth, to kind of empower them. You take a lot of classes, coaching. Tell me about that.
So what I do as a parallel to the community and the events, I do youth training. Focusing more on the youth makes it much more empowering and influential because, this is where the future is happening and they want to make an actual big change. Definitely it's worth connecting with people at our category level, age level, but then you don't feel that change is happening as much as you would like to see it.
Okay.
So doing it with youth is much more impactful, satisfying.
Is it challenging?
Challenging in a way, but it keeps you feel you are young because you are always up to date with what's happening.
Yeah.
They keep you in that area by keeping you informed, and you would want to research more and be informed more, so you're at the same level of thinking. We do a lot of business coaching, career coaching, so we're getting them ready for the real life, and it's very rewarding to work with them.
Amazing. So tell me one thing, now since you work with youth, our childhood is much different from the youth now, because when you see the alpha generation or the generation X, their way of thinking is very different. They have a mobile phone, they have screens. So what do you think the major difference when you actually deal with youth? Now, when you deal with them, what do you see the biggest change in youth?
It's a very tough question. We are very different. We grew up in a very different era of life, to be honest. And I don't find it a fair comparison because it's hard to compare. Simply, this is the simplest answer. It's very hard and unfair, even for the youth, to compare. They have different challenges. They have their own struggles. They have to go through other things from what we have. Maybe I find it most challenging for them is how to get bored. They don't know how to get bored.
Yeah.
And being bored is important, and we know this through so much studies, even from a scientific path,
Yeah.
that when you are bored, you will create more.
Correct.
You will find yourself more. You
Yeah.
will be thinking more. You're more mindful. You'll be able to find your path in a better way.
True.
And the fact that these youth are always online, they're always in contact, they're living in the now. And what happens when you're living in the now, you're not able to think of what might be my next step. You will not be able to process your past and digest it in a way to learn from it. So that's their challenge. And this is where it's different from us. But they are lucky. They have all the technology, they have all the AI tools, they have a lot of things to make their life much easier
than
compared to what
yes.
we did.
I hate because
So-
we didn't have this chat GPT when we were in school and
Exactly.
college, because I see a lot of youth, they put their whole textbook into chat GPT and then they get the whole
Flashcards and
flashcards. So you don't have to
stuff
go
like
through
that.
everything. You can save time. I wish that, in our school days, maybe we had this chat GPT and
I wish
other
so
AI
too.
tools.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now, coming back to your social media presence, you see, you have a lot of followers from UAE.
Yeah.
So how do you see the followers from UAE different from other parts of the world?
Well, we live in a very multicultural cities. So we have a diverse part of followers, even though they are here from the UAE. That doesn't mean that they are just local or Arabs in specific. The fact that you are located here, that means, and that's one of the very good pros for being influential or as influencer in UAE, that you get a follower base from a diverse level.
And there's no other
that's
place.
really good.
Yeah, and there's no other place like UAE because you've got almost 200 plus different nationalities here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that means you're exposed to different cultures, which is very good and fun.
Okay.
And it helps you more wanting to create in a different way because you want to reach these different people. And the fact that you are in the UAE, then you have the space where you want to have a ground where everyone share the same let's say the same culture in a way, or respect the same rules, guidelines, however you want to name them.
Right.
So we all agree at the base level, but then you can take a step forward and kind of dig deep into each follower culture they have and see how you can interact with them or present your content in a way that can go through their hearts really to leave that impact.
Correct.
Yeah.
So being an influencer, my next question would be like, what are the good things about being such an influential person and little bad things because your privacy is little limited now because everyone is coming and taking a selfie with Lana whenever you go to a mall. So tell us about that.
Honestly, I mean, and in general, if I'm speaking from an influencer point of view, obviously when we're talking about privacy, as you mentioned, there's this line where people might be crossing it, but it's up to you on how you set your boundaries. So people who are going into lifestyle influencing, for example, and their content is based on showcasing their family, their day-to-day life, probably their privacy is gone much more compared to maybe someone like me who I don't share a lot of my
Private
life. So
Right.
things will be different and the experience obviously will be different. So speaking about social media and the impact of it within our community, that you're coming back from a media background, especially working in radio, how do you feel this is impacting your work? Has it changed your experience connecting with people?
Yeah. So I always say that we are a radio station, but now we call our station as a video station because we have to because we have to simultaneously do radio and video as well. Because if you're not present in social media, I think you're nowhere. That is
Yep.
what the world is now. So what we normally do is that we, of course, yes, we are there on the airwaves. We are there in radio. So people who listen to the radio on their car or at home or on their mobile, they definitely listen to us. But there are chances for people to just slide to social media and then to stick there because they'll be keeping on scrolling and not come back to radio. So what we do is that we have every content that we do on radio, we have a video element to it.
Okay.
So if we run a contest, we'll take a Instagram story saying that, hey, a contest is coming up now, so you can just stay tuned to our radio station. So people who actually scroll on their social media, they'll see suddenly, oh, there's a story by Arfaz saying that there's a contest
Competition,
coming,
yeah.
and then you have a chance to win 50,000 dirhams. So they'll close social media, they'll come back to the radio and they'll listen.
So
Yeah.
you have to stay active and to bring them back,
Yes. So
right? You
every
feel you
day,
need to do this.
yeah. So every day when we do a show, we have this social media activities that we do on a daily basis. So we put stories, we put reels, we make funny videos, sometimes some serious videos. Like for example, today we made a story about it's a reels about the rain in Dubai. Like where you're supposed to go, where you're not supposed to go, don't go for swimming, don't go to wadis, such things. So since I work in Arabian Radio Network, we get a lot of instructions from Dubai police
Of
and
course.
authorities. So because we've got 9 different radio stations, so any community or any nationality in UAE is like covered under that, because English, Hindi, Farsi, Filipino, Tagalog, Malayalam, a lot of languages.
Yeah.
So any person, like any expat who listening to a station, he'll know. So any messages government want to just pass it on, they pass it on through us.
Through the radios.
Yeah.
And if we go back to the point of privacy, obviously influencers being online, they might lose a bit of their privacy. But in your case, especially being on the radio, in the past, we used to just hear the voice and know the voice, but not know the face of that person. And you would be walking freely in the mall, no one bothering you. Are you being bothered right now?
So I think after social media came, then there is no privacy on
No
your
more privacy.
no more privacy.
Not
because
even
now
for the
people
radio
know,
people. Yeah.
people want to know about our private life more, because
True.
you talk about them on radio, so they're also kind of popular on radio. So everyone wants to know about them as well now. They want to see my family, my parents, like how we stay. When we talk about our maid or my barber, they want to see the picture on social media. Hey, this is the guy who's giving you a hairstyle.
Yes.
So this is your homemade who's making breakfast for you. When you talk about all these things, people have just a vague idea.
I think people are curious, and sometimes they feel when it's similar things, then they are connecting more when you are sharing stuff related to you personally. That they are closer to you, so they know you more, and they love it, and this is what they want. So even if you're trying to talk about a very important topic, they might be not as interested as they are in your barber, right?
That's true. That's true. So I think radio nowadays, there are two factors that people come back to radio. One is definitely the presenter, the personality who is driving. I think, and the second thing would be the giveaways, because before, if you want to listen to a song, the only option was the radio, or you should have a cassette of that song.
Yeah.
But now it's there in your fingertips. Any song you want to listen to, you can listen to it again and again and again, any point of time. So, I think youngsters, it's very difficult to bring them back to radio, because they have got their own set of playlist. They've got own set of YouTube channels that they follow. So one is definitely the personality, you have to connect to them. And second thing is the prizes that what they win on a daily basis. So I don't think any other media will actually give them prizes to be won on a daily basis. And radio is definitely always live. There's no recorded shows. So now what is happening in Dubai, now the rain is happening, now the traffic is happening. That is what the power of radio is anytime.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So tell me about maybe something funny or awkward that happened to you from one of the radio fans, or shall I call them followers for you? I wouldn't know.
Radio fans, yeah, there've been many instances, but we are around 10 presenters together. So my name is Arfaz, and one of my colleagues, his name is Fazlu. Very, very close name. So this guy came to me in a mall, and then he was talking to me for a quite long time. He took selfies and all. And at last he's like, okay, so thank you so much, Fazlu. I'll tag you. And I'm like, so you don't know who I am. And then you're keeping on talking about me and praising my show. He listens to my show, but he doesn't remember my name. So that confusion always happens. I'm sure must have happened with you as well.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of content creators, and if they're following the radio and if they're following the TV and they have their favorite people from their soap operas, I wouldn't blame them for getting the names a bit confused. It's okay. I remember having that one time I was on a trip to one of the neighboring countries.
Okay.
And funnily enough, one of the followers was there, but she was so shy to actually come and talk to me. I was with the family and maybe she didn't want to intrude, but she took a photo of me. And then I find her just posting a story and tagging, oh, look who I met. But then she didn't even come and say hi or something. And she messaged me, it's like, oh, I saw you there. I was at the same time. I mean, look, it's so funny that it's not even within the country. It's outside. You travel, but then what's the coincidence to be in one place with someone else?
And then
For me, it was funny. It's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. But yes, sometimes you come through people that, again, we're talking about privacy, but they will value the privacy or put it in a different way. It comes different from what we might want to say. You might think that even if you're not posting, then people don't know or don't see. But if you are someone who are publicly outside, then you know you don't have that privacy.
True.
So maybe while we're speaking of it and knowing that we are here, especially in UAE, and actually many other countries are proceeding with the same regulations and laws, then if you see someone, you cannot take a photo of them without their permission or consent. Obviously, if you decided to take it and keep it for yourself, I don't know about it, then it's up to you, but you have to be very careful. So this is even to the follower base, to our friends, to your radio followers, obviously, that you have to be very careful with the content you're creating. Even if you are tagging someone who's famous and publicly there with an open account, you still have to follow the guidelines, especially of the country where you are, and make sure that you're not taking a photo or posting something without the consent.
True. That especially happens when you actually go to a mall or any public place and then shoot a video. You might think it's only your selfie, but there are hundreds of people around you. If you don't take their consent, then you have big problems.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about your friends in UAE. I'm sure on social media, there'll be people who love you, who will like you, and who will not like you, and who will hate you as well.
All kind.
Yeah, all kind.
You have all circles.
How do you deal with these hate messages?
Let me start by saying that I am very grateful for social media, because through social media I got to connect with very good people who some of them became close friends. And when you are an expat, then you want to have this close relationship, connections, people that could feel like family. So I am grateful for social media for this. Maybe that's not the biggest percentage. And that's the unfortunate part or side of social media, that we will get people who are in the middle or who might hate you, not like you. We are not meant to be here on this earth to be liked by everyone. And this is what I tell my kids. Not everyone has to like you. You cannot be friends with everyone. It would be nice as long as we have respect as our main guideline in treating and talking to everyone, then we will be fine. And this is how I do with any hater message. Personally, I ignore them. I wouldn't, even if there's a message I don't like or a comment, I just let it be. I don't engage. I don't delete it. I just assume it does not exist.
Right.
Because I always go with the mindset, this person does not know me. They know Lana as
Someone
the person
else
on social media, the photos, the videos, but they don't know me actually on a personal level. And a lot of people might come in and follow you and not know you've been in business for X amount of years, or what's your actual educational background, or what's your material status, a lot of your actual experience, where it's coming from. So they might leave you a comment just because they saw 10 seconds. It's not valuable to me.
True.
And this is very tough when it comes to relationship, because you have to be really not only in a zone where you are, it's really hard to explain it, balanced, and you have this not only respect for yourself, belief for yourself that not every comment will impact you, and not take it personal. And I tell a lot of people, do not take it personal. They don't know you. They will not impact your life. So don't allow them to take a bigger space of your mind. And mess up with your thinking
and your process.
And the image of yourself. You don't want that. And that happens a lot, because if we're talking about relationships and connection, you will always come across people who will want to be your friends because they know through you they can reach to some other collaborations or other clients or events. Once this is over, they're not there anymore. That doesn't, I'm not saying that this is a bad person, but unfortunately, this is how life is. Part of it is business, and when business speaks, then you will always have these casual relationships that they come and go. Doesn't mean you are not a good friend or a good person, nor the other part. This is how it is in business.
There's a saying that not all the followers are your real people who like you. You know, you can't expect that as well. You know.
Yeah, anytime they will click and follow, and it's as simple as that. So you have to have this mindset where you're not always connecting yourself to the number, connecting yourself to the amount of views and the amount of comments and who's putting all the hearts for you.
True.
You have to have this level of confidence. It's not only confidence, it's more a belief within yourself that you're able to let go of that pressure, that you're not meant there to please the 100,000s that they exist or the million that follow you, or even if it's a smaller, bigger number, it doesn't matter, because after all, they are only looking into a small percent of your life.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, since you spoke about collaborations, let's talk about that. So how does collaborations work for you?
Well, collaboration, I think for me and for many influencers, they come from different parts. Things have changed a little bit. In the past, you'll get the companies contact you directly. And the more we have in Dubai, especially, the fact is opening more, the multinational companies entering, international companies, big brands. We've had more PR companies, agencies, things that did not exist before. You would have maybe just marketing company, but now you have all of these other specialized companies. So you will get your collabs coming either from agencies, from the brands directly, or the brand will hire the agency who will freelance PR, who will contact you. So
and there's always a commission cut everywhere.
Exactly. This is what I wanted to get to. So it's becoming different, not anymore directly. I think now it's very rare to get a direct collab unless you are in a different domain, but you always have influencers whose accounts are managed by another agency.
Yeah.
Something that didn't exist before. So now you have agencies, all what they do is influencer managing, and they will go out and get you the work.
True.
Or they will help you get the collabs for you and shoot the content and do all the work for you. So it comes from different ways. Yeah. And I guess that's it.
That's how it works.
With a lot of people.
Tell me one of the most difficult collabs you had. Like, you had to go back and you literally had to re-edit and edit, and then they were not very happy with what your product was. And then you had any experience like that?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I remember few years back.
We may not take the name, but
no, without mentioning names, but I did shoot content for one of the places. I don't want to go with any hints. And after some time, obviously, supposedly they're working on the editing and stuff. It wasn't posted.
Okay.
It did not get posted, even though it took a lot of work, a lot of preparation, shooting for long hours, but they decided at the end that they will not proceed with the project and not post it, even though they've done the editing and a lot of the work was on their side, but they took that decision. And I believe this might happen, but with the smaller projects, and if we're talking about more of blogging promotional side, because now we want to go into how things are becoming different. If you're talking about someone blogging food bloggers are different than fashion, different when you're covering an event. They are very quick, short term. So sometimes you might send a video and come back, I don't know, maybe 5 times, and it's all of these small details. Or what happens is you'll deal with a videographer who will tell you, okay, I'll do 2 edits for you. And then you get the work done, you go back to the campaign manager, and there's like, no, change this and change that. Then the videographer will tell you, sorry,
My 2 edits are over. Now you have to pay me
Exactly.
extra.
Exactly. And then you're in the middle
Yeah.
between both of them.
Yeah.
Yes, it happens. I think to a lot of us in that field. Yeah.
So being a creator, you have to keep on posting, or otherwise, your account is gonna definitely get stagnant, because it's like a interval. You have to keep on posting some of the other things. So it's very important to be creative, because you can't copy other people, and your new video should not look like the one previous
Yep.
video. And it should be always different. So how does your creative? Do you have a creative team to work for it?
I don't have a creative team. And when I think of other influencers, as I said, there are some who get managed by agencies. So I guess that they do have creative teams, someone who will think of the ideas. But thankfully to AI and ChatGPT, we are able to go there and ask for ideas.
Okay.
And then get a lot of ideas. And even when, if you want to go to, if we're talking softwares and we're talking IT, Canva, CapCut, there's lots of ideas there that you can go and see the templates and then get
You can use those.
all of these
I know.
creations and
We
ideas and implement them.
Used to pay big amounts to the videographers for these kind of videos, and now probably the Canva or
Applications, yeah.
applications are doing it for free. I'm sure the cameraman is not liking what we say, because AI is taking over many things.
They are, and we say it, and I tell when we go through some of the interviews and talking to the youth, AI will take over some of the jobs. And we don't like to mention the word take over. We will say replacing, because something else will be created. And it's up to us humans to think of what will be the new creation, because it's us humans who are existing and who are the ones who are controlling what's happening through AI or robotics, whatever it is. But talking about creativity, let's keep in mind that sometimes you might deal with a client or agency who will impose the creations on you. So they already have a script ready, they already have the idea and how they want the videos. And out of sudden, and I'm sure you might have went through it, you'll open your social media, TikTok, and you'll see everyone creating the same video.
Same, yeah.
And let's not forget about the trends.
Yes.
When a trend is there, then everyone is copying the trend. So it's really hard to be creative, and it takes a lot of pressure, a lot of work. But a lot of people just copy what's happening there, and you would be surprised that sometimes the video you copy that could be silly in a way is the one that becomes the trendiest.
Yes.
And the one that goes viral compared to another one. So it depends.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, Lana, so now it's time for our rapid questions. You have to answer quickly, okay?
I'll
so
try.
if you were not an influencer, what would you be? What would Lana be?
What I'm doing on the site, a coach. Yeah. Youth coach, professor, maybe not a teacher for kindergarten, that's for sure.
Okay. So we spoke about this, but who sent a hate mail to Lana?
Who? Do I have to put a name or what? That would be really hard to answer, but a hate mail would be a very tired mother with a newborn who feel very overwhelmed right now. And when she looks at social media, she might be seeing a lot of these perfect moms. So that's
That
something.
could be. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. My next question would be, one second. Okay, so once I went to this stand-up comedy guy, so he was saying about there are two type of people in Dubai. One are like influencers, the other is like gonna be influencers. So in UAE you can see so many influencers. So what is your advice to the upcoming influencers in UAE?
You have to be very authentic to yourself, and you don't need to always follow trends to be successful. And it's all about being persistent and who will continue to be there. So it's not just a one-time thing. This is a long-term. If you want this to be your thing and to be successful, you need to be patient and you need to be true to yourself.
Yeah.
So think about your own mental health as well and do things with joy. If it's going to add pressure on you in a way that will make you change yourself or disturb the manners and the balance you live in, then maybe it's not meant for you.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
so important.
Yeah.
Some people actually go through all these things in spite they still hung on that
Yeah.
influencer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So what do you think the future of social media influencers are going to be? Now, since AI is taking over everything, what is the role of AI in social media influencing?
To be honest, I think AI might take over. So let's be ready and prepared. But those who stay there are the ones who are really bringing something special, something authentic, something real, connects with people.
And something
It
personal.
doesn't have to be aesthetic.
Yeah,
Because AI can do aesthetic.
true.
And they will do wow
And we can't
imagery.
compete. Yeah,
And we will not be able to compete.
true.
But what we can compete with is the emotional social connection that we create with people.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my last question would be like, how difficult is to be an influencer?
very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is very difficult, especially if you are someone who works, and those who are in full-time jobs or who have families, it becomes very difficult to balance. And let's not forget that being in that market or in that type of job, you don't have the stability of income, because the offers or the collaborations will come and go, and depending on what you cover, some of them might be seasonal jobs. So you have this worry all the time in the back of your mind. So it is a very difficult type of job, if I want to mention it as a job. Yeah, not to mention the whole emotional load you get
Yeah, true.
from it. Yes. Yeah.
All right, Lana. So it was lovely having you today with so much of insights about influencer, so much of insights about how coaching is happening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much
I've
for
really
being with us.
enjoyed it, and I'm
Thank you.
sure
Thank you.
from your side on the radio, you see a lot of these examples, and we'll look forward to hear more of
For
it.
sure. Maybe
Online.
we should do a
Maybe
collaboration.
we do segments
Yeah,
online on the
I
radio
know. Yeah.
and get the feedback from people live and
Yeah.
know how much they love or hate influencers.
No, there are no haters. I don't think anyone can hate this person. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you. Thank you.